feel me?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's your host, Arlette, and we are here today with Cliff and Ro. Welcome, y'all. How are we feeling?
How you doing?
Good.
How you doing, Arlette?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. So we had you both on episode 28 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, where you guys ended up matching. Well then, is it going to be a yes for you for her?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for him? Yes. We got it! Let's make some noise for them, On that episode, that was kind of like the guys got brought back. It was your second chance at finding someone. Cliff, how was it for you the second time around?
Second time around, it was a little crazy.
Okay.
I was still was getting popped, but I managed to do.
Hey, we back with another reaction. But hey, we got the Cliff and Ro virtual catch up, bro. Like I said, this is a blind reaction. You feel me? We're gonna see what they got into. I remember, dude, but I didn't even react to their segment of the actual Pop the Balloon show. But we're gonna see what they into. Put your cash up in the comments. I know how to do. Also, if y'all want to join the $1,000 giveaway, we'll be announcing that soon. Also, the clothing line is out. Y'all go support and hey. Please hit that like button for me to help push the video out. You feel me? But hey, look into the video, man.
Managed to get a match,
Right.
third time the charm, like everyone is saying. So it was pretty. It was
Yeah.
it felt good to actually get a match, but so yeah, from the previous 23. So it was pretty good. I felt good about it.
Okay. Good. Yeah, because I know a lot of people were like, man, Cliff went up there twice and he got popped last minute. And then finally, third time, Ro came in and was like, yes. So everybody was super happy for you.
Yeah.
Ro, how was it for you? How has it been since you've been on the show? All of that.
I mean, it's been okay. I mean, I'm honestly just focused on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Not sounding selfish, but yeah, I'm just trying to
Okay.
get like my career on path like where I want to be.
You already know. As soon as they say, I'm just focused on myself, you know something ain't right. You already know it, bro.
Good. Yeah.
So yeah.
And then, good point. Like, let us know a little bit about yourself. I know on the show you mentioned you were going back to school and things like that. Tell us a little more.
So I'm back in school. I graduated this year with my associates, but I just got accepted literally like after filming. 2 weeks later, I got accepted into the nursing program, so I'm so excited. This week, I know, thank you. This week, was just like orientation. It was just a lot of information, like a lot. Like my mind is really fried, so I'm really not even here. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Then
that's
let's go ahead and jump
disrespectful.
right in then so we can get over to the juicy topic at hand, which is, since you guys ended up matching, have you guys gone on a date?
I feel like the day after was like a date, I guess.
Okay, so after filming, you guys went out?
Yeah, for brunch.
Oh, okay. So how was that planned? How would everything go? Let me know.
I mean, if he wants to talk, he can.
Okay, go ahead, Cliff.
So I mean, basically, she had a flight to catch that next morning. And I
Okay.
decided, she was close near to the airport, so it was a little breakfast brunch like Snooze Eatery. So I decided we
Ooh, I
can,
like snooze.
yeah. So I decided let's just go there for brunch and catch up and try to get to know each other and talk a little bit. So I decided to take her to Snooze. So we went to Snooze for brunch that morning.
Okay. How'd that go? How was it for you, Cliff?
It went well. I feel like it went well. We had good conversation. We had mimosas, drinks. We
Okay.
got to feel her energy a little bit more. So I feel like the vibe was pretty smooth for me. When that
Okay.
was the first time us 1-on-1. So it was pretty cool for me though, for the most part.
Okay. How was it for you, Ro?
It was okay. I mean, I enjoyed myself. I mean, it was a few things that I was noticing during the brunch, but overall it was okay.
Okay. Like what? What were you
What was
noticing?
that?
I already addressed it to Cliff. Like, I feel like it was just like some topics that were being brought up a lot, and it was kind of like why were we discussing it, if that makes sense.
Okay. Cliff, did you want to touch on that?
Basically, basically the topic that she saying that I brought up was she asked me a question about from the show who was what the females that popped me, and I explained to
Mm-hmm.
her one of the contestants that one of the females that popped me, but I guess she said I brought that up multiple times when we were out or when we was there, but I don't feel like
Like you brought up the other contestant, or you brought up being popped?
well, I told her about who the female was that popped me, and I guess she felt like I brought it up so many times. But I mean, she asked me the question, I explained it to her. So, but she said I brought it up multiple times. I don't really recall bringing it up that many times, but I guess in her mindset, she said I brought it up multiple times. So I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I don't remember asking you about it because I know that you had discussed it like prior that night, like when we were in the car, and she wasn't the only one that popped on you. You have to remember that. But I feel like she was being brought up more just because y'all had common interest. So I feel like maybe your mindset was somewhere else, if that makes sense.
okay,
Well,
so you feel like, oh, sorry, Cliff, go
I
ahead.
mean, we was eating that night when we went out. She had asked me the question, like, who was because she was curious, like, who was the ones that popped, and I explained who the ones was, but it was one that I did explain that I did have a little more similar interest with, which I can't deny and lie about that. But yeah, I mean, that was the truth, but fact. But I don't feel like
Hey, this is a cardinal rule, boy, bro. Guys, I mean, I'm sorry for saying bro, because I know I got females watching too, but guys, never bring up somebody who rejected you when you got the one who chose you in front of you. Like, you feel what I'm saying? What sense does that make? You feel me?
I brought it up constantly, but I did explain to her who it was. So I mean, and I just left it at that. But I mean, I feel she felt like I said it more than multiple times. So I guess it is, it is what it is on
Okay.
that.
So, Ro, you feel like that other contestant was more his type? Is that what, like, is that the
Um,
vibe that you were getting,
I
or?
I can't say type, like he said, like more. They had just more in common, and
Okay.
like even like Cliff when we were like at brunch, I even said like, why do you keep talking about it? And then you're like, oh no, I don't know what you said after that, but I know me saying that. Okay, why are we still talking about it? Like it just was
Mm.
like kept going.
She
So
that
that's just
That's the part where I'm confused at because at brunch I don't really feel like I brought her name up. I brought her name up that night, and that was pretty much it. Like brunch, I feel like we was talking about everything else besides that. So I don't really see myself saying that constantly. But I mean, if she feel like that, I said it multiple times. We just gonna leave it at that. She feel like I said it multiple times. So
So you guys went out the night before the brunch as well, or?
yeah, we went out. Yeah, we went out that night too.
Oh, okay. Where'd you guys go that night?
I think it was Yard House.
Okay. And it was just
But
you two,
everybody
or it
was
was like
there
a.
before we got there because he
Oh,
took me to
okay.
go change.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to be in something a little bit more comfortable. So he took me to my Airbnb to go change, and then that's when we met everybody at your house.
Okay. So this one was more, Yard House was more like a group setting, everyone else from the show.
Right, right.
Okay.
It
I
wasn't
see.
all the matches, but it was just like a few of us.
Got it. Okay. And then brunch the next day was just the two of you guys.
Right, right.
Okay. Okay. So then after brunch, what happened? Obviously, I know you had to go catch a flight. How's
Yeah, he took me to just to the catch my flight. Yeah.
okay? And how has the communication and everything been since then?
That has not been a communication.
Oh, okay. So after brunch, you guys
I
determined
mean,
that it wasn't.
after, yes, like when I got here, like back to Texas,
Mm-hmm.
yes. But like we like talked about some stuff, and I think like we wasn't on the same page, and maybe like he felt like a certain way, and then I honestly don't want to bring up this issue because I don't know if I
Mm-hmm.
can discuss it, but like what was going on in this chat, and it just was like a lot that was going on, so
Okay.
it
What was
kind of
Chat,
going
like
on?
I guess like I remember asking
chat,
Cliff, like, what's your like normal or usual type that you go for? I mean, he told me. And then, he asked me and, I told him, there's a particular like nationality that I do talk to just because it's like what I'm used to. But I think he kind of took it as like I didn't want to get to know him. Like I honestly like wanted to step out of my comfort zone, and I really was interested. Like I really told him that I'm open and that I don't want to ever miss out on a blessing ever. So I don't want to
Hmm.
say like this person is my person because he's this color or this nationality or this ethnicity. And you know if that makes sense. So
Okay.
I did say that, but I don't know if something else like made him not like want to communicate. Because then even like we had a discussion like one night when we talked on the phone, and then you're like, "Oh, I'll text you in the morning," and then I didn't hear anything else from you.
Okay. And now, so Cliff, she's kind of saying you guys had a discussion. You said you were gonna call her the next day or whatever it was, and she didn't hear back from you. What would you say led to that?
Well, one thing, it was a lot of stuff going on in my head that was brought up to my attention too. I
Hmm.
kind of didn't want to share it at that moment, but another thing that was brought up to me was Rose had a 53-year-old Nigerian man taking care of her. So this that was brought up to my attention as
So she had a whole sugar daddy. 53-year-old taking care of her. Okay, what she giving? She giving something. You feel me? Bro, man, these women ain't about nothing, bro. I tell you.
well
Oh.
from a few people that she was on the show with as well. So and then just with her when she explained the whole like she haven't really experienced African American man, and she
Oh
was
wait, I didn't say that.
she said she
I
had
didn't say that
you said you have
because
you said you
my mom is from Louisiana. I grew up with my mom. Like
but you
I
said you have
really like.
she basically said she haven't dealt with an African
I
American man in
didn't
a
say
while.
I've never dealt.
You said it's been a
I've never said I've never dealt. Please don't put words in my mouth.
bro. You said
Because
you haven't.
I consider myself Black American, even though my dad it was Nigerian. I
Hmm.
consider myself Black American. I've dated so many Black American men, but I'm saying the older I got, I just started like dating like Nigerian men, and I just feel like a comfort. Like
With the
so, I'm just
Nigerians.
telling you, I haven't
At
dated.
first off, I thought she was gonna say, bro, I don't date number white men. That's what I thought she was going. I'm like, oh, so you ain't never dated a black nigga? Like, you feel me? Hey, ain't no wrong with dating white men. I ain't saying no wrong with it, but I'm just saying. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, Buddy was already fed up for her. You can tell she full of crap, bro. Like she full of garbage, bro. Like straight up.
Any African, I mean, Black American man in a while. That's all I
That,
was saying.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm
Okay.
explaining. That I'm explaining. So
No,
she
but you
hasn't.
Okay.
said
Sorry.
that I have never.
I said you haven't dealt with you told me that you haven't dealt with African American men in a while. So
You
her
didn't
from
say
her
in a
past,
while. You said,
you didn't even let me
okay,
finish. Can I finish
Okay.
what
Let's let him finish.
okay,
Go ahead, Cliff.
So
okay.
basically, she said she haven't dealt with African American men in a while because of her past experience. Don't get me wrong. She's like she have dealt with Nigerian men as well. But
Hmm.
she had some past experience with them as well. So I was like, okay, cool. But it was just giving me that if she haven't dealt with an African American man, it just felt like I think she was more towards like Nigerian might be more towards her preference. And then just to
Hmm.
piggyback off
But
that,
you can't make that decision for me. If I said I was open to get to know you,
you was open and
like,
optimistic. But then again, a few of the girls on the show, from her episode, brought it up to my attention that she was talking to a whole Nigerian man that's 53 years old. So I was just shocked about it because I'm like, and then she was, the girls was shocked about it because they're like, why is she even on the show? And then
Hmm.
wait.
and
So you
then
saying the girls in the group said that I was talking to this guy now?
you explained it to them.
No, I was not talking. I'm not talking to this guy now. Like this was like earlier part of this year.
She
So
kept.
whatever
And
got
So,
Look,
Ro,
look.
just to
You see
confirm,
how irate she got? Like she just that's how you know she lying. She trying to cover something up, bro. Come on, bro.
when you came on the
yeah.
show, are you single?
Yes, like I wouldn't for them to say that this guy was taking care of me. Yes, this guy was taking care of me, but this was like way like earlier part of this year. So that had nothing to do with me. Like I literally came on the show with great intentions on finding
Okay.
somebody. So I don't like that you took what somebody else said instead of like getting it from me because you never even asked that from me. I don't feel like that's right.
I just feel like because you explained it on the show to the girls and everything, and they brought it up to
But
me.
you keep saying to the girls, but you never addressed
So
me
you
about
guys
it.
never had a conversation about this.
Exactly. We never had a discussion about it. So you are going
I
by
felt
he
like
say, she
I
say.
didn't want to bring that up. I didn't want to
Because
bring that
that
because I
means
feel
that
like
you
she was going to
wasn't really
twist it.
interested.
No, it
You
wasn't
wasn't
that.
interested in getting
It
to
just
know me then.
it wasn't that. It just showed me that she was bragging about it like to the girls on the
I
show.
wasn't bragging.
Like that
Like,
was
how
just
can you go by?
that was
I
just
don't
the
get
thing
it.
that
How can you go by he say, she say? I would never do that to you because even in the group chat, I heard some stuff you were saying, but I never said, oh, I'm not going to talk to Clip because I'm hearing this. Like, I'm 33 years old. I wouldn't go back and be like, oh, I'm not going to talk to him because I heard this. I'm an
So,
adult.
Ro,
Like,
all the
I make my
girls
own
are in
decisions.
a group chat together from the episode. Is that where
Like
this
the
information is
girls,
coming from?
right? So
Uh-huh.
the girls have a group chat that we made a group chat because we wanted to go out after the show and like hang out. I mean,
Okay.
yeah. So that's what the group chat was morely about.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just turned to something else. And I'm not trying to put the other girls out there because I got to know everybody. But I don't know what girls he's pertaining to because I honestly was not in the back bragging about some 50-year-old man taking care of me because
Yes, you
that's
will.
not what it is. And I wish you would have addressed me.
Bro, she trash, bro. Like straight up, like her whole aura, everything off about her, bro. She trust me. This is a straight. What AQ say? Bird. You feel me? But my word is skeezer. She's what we call a skeezer. You hear me? Straight skeezer.
Like personally, and I would have told you no. That was like way back then. I mean, that's how communication started. And I told you on the show, communication is a real big issue for me. That's my love language. If you can't communicate with me and you're going by like what the streets are saying, like you would never have a real relationship. And that's just
it
Nah,
wasn't.
that's a manipulative tactic she trying to use. You see how she trying to gaslight him? How she trying to like put everything on him now? Like, oh, you gonna listen to them and you ain't just gonna listen to me? You know what I'm saying? She trying to gaslight him.
The
pure
streets was saying
honesty.
it was multiple people that was bringing.
I'm just saying like
It's
street,
most
like outside
it's
people.
but it's multiple people bringing up the same
But
situation.
you're still saying multiple people instead of addressing it from the person that it happened to.
Cause you're gonna
So
So,
lie.
now it
Cliff,
feels like,
And multiple people bring up something to you, especially when you just now getting to know this person. Believe them. Believe them. I have not even built up enough trust in you for me to just listen straight to you. I'm hearing this from multiple other people. You think I'm not gonna believe them? Well, come on, bro. Tweak.
oh, I'm sorry. Like now it feels like you're trying to make me look bad on this show. Like, oh, she had this man taking care of her while she came on the show. I haven't seen that man in months. Like literally
so
months.
Cliff, did you ever like once think like, okay, you know what? I'm hearing this. Let me go ahead and speak with her and get more clarification.
Nope.
No, I didn't really want to. I didn't want to bring it to her attention because I just feel like we would
Nope.
be in a debate like how it is right now, just constantly like it was just go back and
It's not
forth.
a
It
debate.
would have
I'm
been
defending
us going back and
myself.
forth and like
I'm
she
defending
saying that
myself.
it was just like she bringing it up like it was past years or something when it was probably could have been recently. So I just didn't
It
want to.
wasn't recent though.
So I don't really know what it was. So I didn't really want to necessarily talk about it like at that point because I
Okay.
feel like she would have just probably said that oh it was in the past or some years ago.
Because that's true. Like I'm gonna defend myself. If it's not
That's
if it's true, I would tell you. If it's not true, I would tell you it's not true.
that's,
Like I'm gonna defend myself.
that's fine.
So how was it brought up to you, Cliff? Like you reached out to the other girls or they reached out
No,
to
actually,
you?
they
Like
reached.
how?
Yeah, actually, it was one that she was actually cool with. But yeah, she reached out to me and told me, and she was like she can't believe that she told her that because she literally explained it to her. And then this was actually one of the girls that actually popped on me that told me it personally. So, um, and she told me that she was bragging about it, and she thought about it like, why is you even on the show if you announce
And
it?
I honestly
Trash.
feel like I already know who you're talking about, and that's probably the main person that was causing all the mess. But I'm not gonna say anything.
I mean, but like I said,
I wish,
on that.
but honestly, at the end of the day, you're my match. I'm your match. You talking to her about me is
I,
not
I
okay.
would. I
You
mean, it
should
was
have
brought to
reached
my
out to
attention.
me to
I didn't
ask
say
me.
nothing. I didn't even know anything. It was brought to my
The
attention.
I know.
thing is, I don't know you for me to trust anything you saying. That's the thing. So she making it say, "Oh, you're my match," but I don't know you though. Like, what? You feel me? Why would this girl come up and just lie out the blue? You feel me, bro? Come on, man.
But when you
So
heard that, you should have been like, Ro, like, is this true?
I
And I would have
heard
been like, no,
this.
Cliff, that's not true. Like, she might have misheard something or misread something, because I keep all my receipts. Like, I have messages too.
that's
So I
fine.
wish you would have addressed me first and been like, Ro, she said this. Is this true? And I would have told you. I have nothing to hide. Promise you.
Okay.
Nah,
So
boy,
Cliff,
get
you
out of
got this
there.
information, and then right after you got that, that was it. You never spoke to Ro again.
Yeah, I really did. I kind of like, I just fell back like off, bro. I couldn't deal with like all that. Just hearing the information and then just with the whole, she kept bringing up like, oh, how I was constantly saying person name and stuff. It was just giving me a lot of like, I was going to pull my dreads out, to be honest with you. Like, I just didn't want to keep conversation where like, it was just,
This guy is making me
I
trying
don't
to
know.
make me
It's
look
just
bad.
I just left it alone because I just wanted to like kind of move on because it was just I feel like it would be a lot of going back and forth with me and her. So I'm
Okay.
not that kind of person to keep going back and forth and always having to talk and I'm just like a more peace and smooth. But with Ro, it's just like it's just constantly have to like go back and forth. So I didn't want to kind of deal with that. So I wanted to keep my peace. So I kind of just left it as it is and just just let it die down, really, to be honest with you.
Okay. So were you interested in her to begin with? Like,
I mean, I was, but with
I don't think so.
all the information and stuff that I got, it just kind of like,
The
it made,
information that you got.
it just made me kind of like think twice. And then just from the text message and stuff, because I don't know, I just started thinking a little bit. And then plus when we rode in the car together, she didn't really want to match with me anyway when she explained everything to me. So that was another thing because I really wasn't truly her match, and she explained that to me in the car. So that was another.
I never told you that, Cliff.
You did tell me that. You did tell me.
I did not. Why are you trying to make me look
Um,
bad?
I'm really not. So
You
I'm
are, but
like,
it's
see, that's
fine. You
what
know what?
Arlette. That's why I said
I
Arlette.
came on here.
This is why I
I came
said I
on
didn't
here
want.
with
This is why I didn't
I
want
came
to.
on
sorry
here
guys,
with
hold
the
on. One person at a time. I can't hear.
I let him talk. I came on here with great intentions to, not to like make him look bad, just go with the flow, like tell him, my side.
Hmm.
But like the stuff that you're saying is kind of crazy, because for you to say that I sat in
Well,
your
she didn't cut this man off so many times. This already show you she disrespectful. I can see that she manipulative. You feel me? Well, if you see a woman like this, run, get away from her fast. You feel me? Or crush and get out of there super quick. You hear me? Either one of them. But don't be with no type. No, this type. I'm telling you.
in the car and said that you was not my match. I would never say that. That has not came out my mouth ever. As I watched the show, I was not your match. When I watched the show, I was not your match. You literally was on that show asking the same questions to every lady. And the only question you were asking the lady was about travel. It was nothing about them genuinely, like as a person. It was nothing about them bringing anything to the table. It was nothing about them internally. You were only asking about travel. So to me, like, you were on the show just to find someone to travel with. And honestly, when I watched it, I kind of looked and was like, this guy really wasn't even really that interested in me, because you didn't really ask me any questions. The only person that was really asking me questions was Rob. Like, nobody.
And
You honestly did not show interest in me. Like, you did not. And and I know I didn't tell you you was not my match, because I honestly wanted to match with you because you were older. I like that you were calm. Like, I want a man that's calm. I don't want a man that's rowdy, because I'm already like energetic. Like,
Hmm.
I chose you because of those characteristics that I seen. You were calm, you were older. You cared yourself more, better. I liked how you were dressed. Like, so
Yeah.
you can't say that I chose you. I didn't, like, you were not my initial match, because if that was the case, I would pop my balloon, honestly. At the end of the day, like,
Right.
that's just it. But honestly, to me, watching the show with my friends and family, it just seemed like you just wanted a match, and it didn't really feel like you wanted something genuine, because your questions were not in a genuine place. It was just like, oh, where have you been? Where have you traveled? That's
So
it.
I just seen a comment. She trying to play victim. That's all she trying to do. She trying to play victim. She knows she messed up. She got caught. You hear me?
Point blank, period.
Okay. Cliff, anything you want to add to
I
it?
mean, that was one question I asked because that's clearly what everybody came out and mostly everybody say. So traveling was one big thing about me. But when we were in the car, she clearly did say that Rob, who was the last person that was down with me, that she would have chose Rob, but she wanted to do something different. Rob was more of her preference, but she only
Yes,
chose me
I was
because she
stepping out of
wanted to
my
do
comfort
something different.
zone.
So she
You're
wanted to
right. I
step
was
out of her
stepping out of my
comfort.
comfort
So
zone.
that clearly means
But I
that
didn't say
Rob.
that you were not my match. I said Rob is someone I would have normally went for, but I chose you. I chose you for a reason.
Nah, my boy. If a female say that to me, go get with him. Nope, I ain't. Hey, we ain't second options over here. You hear me? First, straight up. You don't say that. Women, don't say nothing like that to a man. Because if a man got confidence, he gonna leave you. You hear me? Just like he just did.
So you can't just say that because just like you were bragging about the other girl, like y'all had a lot of common interests. I'm not doing you that way, but now you're making it seem like I did not want to choose you. I chose you for a reason. If I wanted to choose Rob, I would have, but I didn't. I wanted to step out my comfort zone because I liked your demeanor. Like I said, you were calm, you were cool, collected. Like I'm just confused on where all this coming from.
So
But
you felt like when she said Rob is what she usually goes for, you're
Well, it
thinking
wasn't
like,
just. I mean, not even just that. It was just everything though that just led up to just where we at like now. So, I just
okay.
didn't want to continue to like deal with like everything that was going on. So
Okay, so there was no closure. Like, hey, I don't think this is it's gonna not gonna
exactly, he didn't even give
work.
me closure. Like that's immature. Like that's all you could have said was like, "Bro, I heard this about you."
We don't do closure, man. Hey, we don't do closure. We just get out of there. You hear me? Ain't no closure. It's just pew. That's it. We don't do closure. You feel me?
Is it true? I would have told you. And then you could have made you could have said, okay, well, I don't want to continue this. And I would have been like, okay, I understand. You didn't even give me that. I would have gave you
Ro,
that. I honestly would have gave you that.
Did you reach out to him when you didn't hear from
No,
him?
because I felt like there was no need for me to reach out because if he really was interested in me and if he really wanted to know like whatever he heard was true, then he would have reached out to me. I didn't reach out. After he said, "Oh, I'll text you in the morning," and then I didn't hear back. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Oh my God, that's a lot for only knowing each other. What was that? All in like a week?
that's what I'm saying. That's just too much. It's just too much to deal with. Like
Don't try to make it seem
it's
like
just
it's
too much
me
to deal with
though.
within a week, and I'm just really not trying to do all that. Like I'm
Don't make
really
it seem
not.
like it's just me. Like
I'm just saying it's just
you
Arlette.
have
And then
blame in
even
it
it's crazy
too.
because like even the messages and stuff I show my guys, it's like wow, like you going through like dealing with all that and y'all barely even know.
Messages that she sent you?
Yeah, just it was essays, paragraphs, like books.
Yes, because if I
It's
can't talk to you during the day, I'm gonna send you a message and tell you all this that we're talking about because we're getting to know each other.
yeah.
All this you showing your boys and stuff, see, that's childish. I don't
It's
do
not
stuff like that.
childish. It's not
It
childish.
is childish.
It's
Why would you
not.
show your boys my
It's
messages
it,
that's for you?
it's some like just
That's
to show
childish.
like
I have
this is
not
Now
shown you
that I
this.
kind of agree with. I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of agree with. Don't be showing like other people what y'all got going on, even though that y'all ain't official or nothing. But still, like that's like me, like a girl sending me nudes and me sending them out to other people. Now, if she send it to me, it's gonna be for me. That's just real nigga stuff. You feel me?
Any
because
of my
you are
friends,
match. So I showed them like look what I'm
it
going
doesn't
through.
matter. I'm your match.
Like
I'm not their
okay,
match.
but it's just like I
Mm.
said
So
on
I don't
that.
show my friends
It
my
was a lot.
messages of you.
It was a lot, and I just
You have
didn't
a
want
lot.
to
You
deal
have a
with it.
lot of growing up to do, but it's
I really
okay. Like
don't.
you do,
I really
because
don't.
there's no way I'm gonna be showing my friends my guys' messages like, oh yeah, she did this.
No,
Like,
I
come
was
on
just
now.
showing them like, look what I'm going through,
No, you
and I
don't do
barely even know
that.
you.
You don't do
Like that's
that. You
crazy. I
don't
didn't
do
say
that.
I showed them the whole message, but like,
It
look
don't
at the
matter.
essay.
You don't do
All
that.
right,
You
Okay.
don't
okay.
do
All right,
that.
Well,
guys.
that's what you don't do. You don't
And
have to
for
do it.
one,
We're
like
not
I
gonna get
said,
anywhere, guys.
Oh,
I
let's
Let's
know.
like,
just
bro, we
And
gotta
for
get out
That's
of
why I
one,
here.
you
left it
should
at.
have addressed
That's why I
me.
left it at it was.
You should have addressed
That's
me
why I
about
left it at it
everything
was.
that you felt about
It
me.
wasn't a purpose. Like no,
Oh
I wasn't about to
man.
do that. So
And
Okay.
that's fine.
Well, we can see. Yeah, this.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's a
You just
lot.
have
There's
a
a
lot of
lot.
you have a lot of maturing to do. I'm just gonna let you know that.
thank you. I appreciate
You're you're welcome.
it.
You are welcome.
Thank
Because
you.
all this he say, she say, Baby, I am not in high school. I'm not.
That's
If
fine.
I need to know it, if I need to know something, I'm gonna
Oh,
ask the person. Point blank. Period. I'm
okay.
gonna ask that person.
All right. Well, in other news, for us to go ahead and wrap this up, I know, bro, you said you're going back to school. Any
Yeah.
other projects, anything else you're going to be working on that we could be on the lookout
Um.
for?
Honestly, just education.
Okay.
Like continue to like, of course, like I want to keep progressing on myself
Hmm.
because I took some time off during the summer and kind of like reevaluating myself. So now I'm like at a better state. So now I
Mm.
can focus more like on my education. So just education. I have 2 more years and then I can do
Then
what I want to
you're
do.
all right. Well, good luck with that. I wish you all the best.
Thank
And
you.
you're gonna come out here, you're gonna be Nurse Bay.
Yes, I
Mhm.
can't wait. I cannot wait. Oh my
You know what they say about them nurses?
gosh.
And then Cliff, what about for yourself? Anything you're working on? Anything we'd be on
Just
the lookout
continue to work on
for?
my construction projects. We got a building that's
Okay.
being built right now, so I'm just pretty much just grinding in
Yes.
construction right now. Continue to be a
Good.
project manager. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Just focus on the project that I got aligned out right now for me. So
Nice. Well, good luck with that as well.
thank you.
I wish you both many successes. Thank you so
Thank
much for coming
you.
on today.
All right, y'all tell me what y'all think about the video in the comments, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, bro. If y'all rock with me, hit the subscribe button. If not, that's cool. But hey, my camera finna go there. See you guys next video. Let's get it, man.